Right guys, we're coming in here pretty much one AFK session after last episode, so let's head through to the storage and see what we've got. Now, I don't know if there'll be much, as we pretty much cleaned out the prismarine supplies. Okay, that's a decent amount, but we didn't use that many sea lanterns. Oh, that's actually quite nice, because yeah, we were pretty much down to the bare minimum of prismarine shards left, cutting it very, very fine last episode. So I'm going to go ahead and craft up some stock for the shop. So although it's not today's main project, I am going to go ahead and continue with this project, which I haven't shown in a while, which is just me basically wanting to flatten out this area just because it makes it easier to build on, and my builds are going to be that big that I really need a flat start. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead with that, and then we'll continue on with today's main project of making a flower farm. Right guys, so we just did a pretty decent amount of grass mining and then placing to help flatten the area, but there's one thing kind of in the way, and that is this. If you don't know what this is the collection area for a tree farm I made a while ago. However, you might notice that it's not here, and that is because, well, it didn't work for some reason. So I'm gonna get rid of it. And just like that, it's gone. But now you can see, yeah, the terrain doesn't look weird, so I'm gonna hop back and cover this area over. However, I'll do that off camera. So we're gonna leave you with this, and I'll come in with this area flattened. So that is that. Hopefully that made for a pretty interesting three-way comparison photo from like start to finish. But yeah, and I'm glad I did that, because now I'm thinking I want my storage room in this area. And, well, this is the first area I've actually finished flattening, because if you head down here, I've actually terraformed it, so it connects down to ground level. So, yeah, this is the first area, like, completed, as in all synced into land, for the flattening. Now I just need to push out that way, and that way. But that way is completely done, which is very nice. And so is that way, but that just connects into a pre-existing hill. So yeah, I want to build up my storage room here, which if you haven't seen, I showed off at the end of episode 1, where I was explaining my plans. And, well, it's kind of a limiting factor right now, because, well, I've got tons of stuff, but it's not exactly organised, like, at all. And that's that maxed out, so let's just get some more chests. Oh, just doubled up that one, and made another one. Oh, and I have Bad Omen, is it? Is that the name of the thing? Yeah, Bad Omen. That's because I got attacked by a pillager patrol while building that up. Quite simple to fix, really, just water there. Push my dog into a corner, apparently. And then here, milk. Thank you. Bad Omen gone. Cool. The reason I do that is, although I don't work with villagers, I know some other people do, and if I go to their base, I don't want to start a raid. So, yeah, that's tucked away neatly. We can pop that back, and that there. But, yeah, as I was saying, I want to build up my storage, but there's basically one thing stopping me building my storage, or any builds in this area, really, and that is cyan. Now, cyan is just a colour, but what I mean is cyan dye. Now, in Minecraft, you can make that by combining green dye with blue dye. Green dye you get from smelting cactus, and, well, I've been loading the area. So, I'm up to a decent bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll say 6.5 stacks. A bit more caught up here. But, well, 6.5 stacks, I need 16 stacks. And 16 stacks will give me roughly 10,000 cactuses, which that won't be enough for this area, I do not believe. But that will be enough to build my cactus farm, which has been posted on my Instagram previously. So if you have not seen that and want to see builds like that before they are released on video, then follow me on Instagram. Link, as always, will be in the description, as well as my other socials, such as Twitter and my Twitch account. So yeah, I need to build up a cactus farm, but cactus isn't the only thing needed for cyan. You also need blue dye. So you can get blue dye one of two ways, either lapis, which turns into blue dye, or blue flowers, specifically the corn flower. Now, how do you get flowers? Well, flower farm. So, on this episode, I am probably going to be tackling a flower farm. And, well, that is because A, the blue flowers for the cyan, but also because flower farms, if I build them properly, which I will be doing because I have actually claimed a flower farm off in that direction that I found when searching for one piece of coral to build that a while ago, which is actually broken. I don't know if you can see from here. Let me just fly up. I accidentally left the farm running, deloaded the chunks, and the TNT thingy blew itself up. Very simple, just need to fix that, and we'll do that shortly. Well, next time I want to use it, but yeah. So I will be building a flower farm. Now, flower farms, many designs, but what I'm going to be doing is probably just bone meal a large grass platform, and then have a slime block sweeper run across it, get everything up, and yeah. Now, bone meal could be a problem, and that's one of the reasons I built my mob farm over there so early on, because, well, I needed the gunpowder for the rockets, which I combined with the sugarcane, and I needed the bones for bone meals for both the wood farm and the flower farm. All the farms I build are planned out, which is why I built the Guardian farm, forgot the name of it, because another part of my build style, along with the white concrete, which also bones are used for to make the white dye, but also it's quartz, cyan, terracotta, and the sea lanterns, I was forgetting the name there, as well as some other blocks that will be added into individual builds, but they are the main ones used on most of them. Now, we can't farm white concrete any more than just the dye, and we can't farm cyan terracotta any more than just the dye. But having just the dye freely available will massively increase the rate of production. Well, there's a few things that need buildings here. That needs a building, that needs a building, that needs relocating and having a building, and that needs a building. So, yeah, I think I might actually drop this down a level, like on the Y level, because, yeah, I might actually get rid of this hill that we're currently standing on. However, I don't know, that is a project for another day if I do that. But this also needs to go to make way for my proper portal, but again, I don't think that will be today. As I have said about 100 times now, today's project is going to be a flower farm. So I'm going to gather up some resources and meet you over in a flower biome. I'm stupid. Turns out I don't seem to understand the process of writing down coordinates, and so I don't actually know where the flower forest is, which means I can't make the flower farm. So, yeah, I'm going to have to reconsider that. I'm just going to probably go AFK at my Guardian farm, which is back there somewhere, and I'll meet you once I've decided what to do. Right guys, just came in here after some time AFKing at the Prismarine shop to restock over there. You just can't quite see it. No profits yet, however, Cynical is on her way to buy lanterns. It's somewhere up there if you want to try and pause that and read it. But I'm here at the rocket shop, which I'm hoping, has made some sales since the recent discount. Right, some there. But that's it. Right. Yeah. We're gonna head on over here to the mail room. Nothing for me, but if we go Lex, he gets more diamonds. And then Minnie, she gets more diamonds. And then... oh, I can't press it to my hotbar, that's why it didn't work. There we go. I get more diamonds, yeah. There we go, very nice. So, I'm gonna head back on over, and we are actually going to probably start on our cactus farm now. and that is because I found someone willing to sell me 11 stacks of cactus, which is all we need to get the farm up and running. So I'll meet you for that. Right, so we are here at Aaron's base, and he is the person who has agreed to sell me some cactus. He said it's just in the green building and to take some as, and then obviously pay. Right, is it just like, there we go, that's quite a bit. So let me grab out my valuables, and we agreed on 5 diamonds. Oh, 5 diamonds, there we go. Putting me already below those rocket shop profits, but hey, what I need to survive. Right, we said 11 stacks, so 9, 10, 11, and then just there. Cool. He'll know them from me because we worked out a deal. So yeah, there we go. Now I can head on to start the cactus farm. Right guys, so I'm here at base just starting to plot things out, getting ready to build the cactus farm. As you can see, there is quite a bit of netherrack, that is outlines for buildings. This one's storage, this one's obviously sugarcane, this one's the sweet berry farm, and then this one is going to be the cactus farm. Now, I'm in the process of just making a dirt square for this area because it's easier to build once I've got base. Now, I won't be building the farm now, but I won't be building the building now, I'll be building the farm now. So yeah, but while doing that, I have been talking in chat, and it turns out Maggie is building an ink farm. Now, one of the few things I have left to do with the Prismarine project is being able to get dark Prismarine. So I thought, okay, maybe we'd work out a deal. So we went on for a while, and it turns out she'll be happy to do 2 stacks of ink for a stack of sea lanterns, so basically 2 for 1, which I've agreed to. And she knows that we're going to be selling it, so there's no problem with that. And it also means I now have unlimited access to dark prismarine. All I have to do is trade in sea lanterns. So I might, for a while, AFK and just try and build up some to get, lots of ink built up to get dark prismarine, because that should be a hot seller. I'll be selling it at the same price as sea lanterns, so for me, I won't really be losing anything. I'll basically just be turning one into the other and sacrificing the crystals, but that will be fine. So yeah, that's actually really good, and it means I don't have to find a way of getting black dye. Now, I was going to do Wither Rose, and I may still, because as she just said, that squid farms aren't perfect. And a Wither Rose usually has a constant outflow, so I might build it later, but for now this will be an amazing deal. So I'll get back to prepping this area, and I'll join you back for the cactus farm. Right guys, bringing you back in here just to have a quick overview of what I have done. Obviously I showed you this briefly earlier when I talked about the ink deal, but I'm just going to show it off a bit more now. So each of these netherrack corners show the dimensions of a build. I've done a bit of clearing to put them all in. This one, I think I'm going to wrap the terrain around. I can't go down when I'm on a firework. Let it burn out. There we go. So that the terrain follows a curve around there. There we go. And then the rest of the builds are outlined. Obviously, the ones that already have stuff in are already designed. All these builds are designed, which is how I've got the dimensions laid out. But yeah. This is going to be sugarcane, as obviously the farm's already there. This is going to be cactus, which we're going to be building the farm for today. Very soon, actually. This one's the sweet berry, and then that one is going to be my storage room. So, yeah. And then once that is done, I will be tearing down this thing and changing that portal over to a design, which I already have. Now, I've just started on the sugarcane farm by building the collection area. Haven't put the water in yet, that will be coming later. But yeah, I was tempted to time-lapse this, but I had to keep referencing a creative test world to make sure I got everything right. These chests will be taken down eventually, however, for now we're just doing one row. And yeah, this is going to be an 1,000 cactus farm. So basically, base level, as in the farm, will consist of 10,000 cactuses. It should be enough, because 1 cactus equals 2 cyan dye, So hopefully that will be good, but yeah, and this thing will of course be going. So here I have more than enough cactus. So if you wanted to know, for the 1,000 stacks I need not exactly, I need, 15 stacks would be a 960 plus, is that 15? 9 plus 4, no, that's only 13, 14, 15. So that is a total of 960, so I actually need another 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Now that's a lot of cactus there. And then each of these will be growing however fast it is they grow. I don't know, and I did design this, but it's a very simple concept. It's not a new concept or anything, I just built this iteration. And speaking of that, we are going to cut to a time-lapse of me hopefully building up the entire farm. Right guys, coming back from a big AFK session, and I have this in my inventory. Now, there's no way drops could have made it from there to there, which makes me think someone came by to use this as an XP farm, which is perfectly fine, and they gave me the drops. And, well, this is overflowing. Now, you might think that's a good sign. It is and isn't. It means all these hoppers are full, which is great, but it doesn't mean that the storage is all full, because it could only go at like 1 item per tick, I believe it is, and then it's all just being backed up at a bottleneck round here. But let's go through and see what we have anyway. Fish. Okay, that have we? Oh, so close to filling up all the fish there. Right, crystals. That's a lot. I said a big AFK session. I've been AFK for about 6... Oh, actually no, I went AFK last night as well. Yeah, so I've probably been AFK around 12 hours. That's the wrong chest there. That. Right, okay. That's a few drops. And this farm still isn't 100% optimized. But I am seeing a problem, and that is that they can't seem to keep up, like the hoppers. What I might do is split it into 2 different hopper chains, because the dispenser is not the problem, it is the hoppers. So if we do 2 hopper chains going into the dispenser, it would speed it up. Don't know if that would be quick enough though. So yeah, we'll have to try that out, because, well, that's Mumbo Jumbo AFK. I'm going to take that mustache away. Free paper. I honestly don't know how to react to that. Yeah. Thank you, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, really. I'm guessing that was the same person who used the XP farm. So yeah, that is stuff for the cactus farm, and, well, you're probably wondering why you didn't just see a time-lapse of it. And that is because A, it's not complete, but B, because I got about 2 hours into it and decided that the time-lapse looked horrible. You could barely tell what was going on because of, like, at what range we were doing it. Because, like, things like the glass and string were pretty much invisible to the camera, it didn't look good. And the glass and string took more time than the cactus and sand, so yeah, it didn't look good at all. So yeah, I decided to skip it, and you're just going to see it once it's finished, which I'm halfway through. I've done 5 layers. That took 2 hours, so another 2 hours and it will be done. So yeah, it will be done this episode if you were about to worry about that. As for the flower farm, I still don't know the location of a flower forest. However, there has been a mini-game start on the GGS server, and that is a capture the flag almost game, where there is a trophy going around, and you just want to hold on to the trophy. This will be a, like, server long thing. It's not going to have a cutoff date or anything, and yeah, it should be fun. Currently, it was originally just hidden in spawn, and someone found it from there, and then they now have it. What I'm doing now is crafting up some sea lanterns, as they are my priority when it comes to this, as I believe they will sell more. So what I do is I use up pretty much all my crystals to make sea lanterns, and then I just split it between prismarine and prismarine bricks with the rest. So yeah, I'm going to craft up all this and join you back. So I've done crafting, and here's what we've got. 1 sugar box of sea lanterns, 2 sugar boxes of sea lanterns, and a bit. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bricks, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prismarine, 18 prismarine and 9 bricks, plus the 8 here, and then a sugar box of bricks. That is what I've got, so I'm going to go stock the shop, and I'll join you back at base. Right guys, I know I said I'd bring you in once this was built, but I thought you might want to see just how one layer was built, so here I'll just bring you in for this last layer. Right guys, we are here and all 10 stories are now done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By 10, by 10. That is 1,000 cactuses, 1,000 pieces of sand, 1,000 pieces of string, and 500 glass panes. All dripping down into here, being jetted up here and sent into my storage system. That already is more than the little farm there made, and that's just from me constructing it. And only half the time I was constructing it, because for the first 5 layers I forgot to put in the collection system down there. So yeah, that's a lot of cactus. I don't know whether I'm going to cap this off, because as you'll see here quickly, if they come along, where are they? There we go. They jet up. Now, that does add a bit of delay, nothing serious though, and I don't think it causes any measurable problems, so I think I am going to keep it because it does look cool. And, well, I like it. So, yeah, that's 1,000 cactuses there. But, while I was doing that, a few other things happened. Firstly, I made my first trade for prismarine to ink sacs, which I know have been paid now. There are 20 stacks of ink sacs waiting for me at my mailbox, for which I paid 10 stacks of sea lanterns, which is the going rate. And then also the honey has been delivered from the bee I sponsored a while ago. Well, the 2 bees. And I believe that's all. Yes. I know I said that I'd just bring you back when this was done, but I thought that you might want to just have a quick time lapse of the top layer being done. And there's one thing left in the farm, and that is to remove the scaffolding. And I wanted you guys to be here to see this, because, well, I think it looks quite cool. So, yeah. I don't usually use scaffolding, but oh, that looks good. And there we go, straight into my storage system. This farm isn't lossless because, as you saw, like some pieces of cactus land along the edge, some get caught on glass panes, some land on other cactuses. But it's on a scale where, yes, it loses stuff, but losing it doesn't really matter. That looks really cool. And then we've got one more scaffolding pillar. As you saw in the time lapse, I fell quite a few times, and that is probably one of the biggest delays with this farm, was the amount of times I fell. Because, especially when doing the string, it was just so annoying, and I kept just falling. So, yeah, slowed down the farm, but now it's done. I'm glad it's done. I would not choose to do this again, but now it's done. It should provide me all the cactus I need, quite frankly. I don't see myself using more than this. And I said about maybe expanding the storage. I'm not going to. Okay, there's not that many chests here. There is a total of 21, I do believe. No, there's 19. So, yeah, okay, that's not much. But when will I need more than 19 double chests worth of cactus? Plus the 5 stacks that can be held up in each hopper. I'm just trying to find there's the remaining cactus. So, yeah. Almost used it all, had a bit left over. That's completely fine. Just chuck it in there. There we go. Oh, that's just nice to watch. I like that. It was actually quite annoying to put in that system because I had to go below this area, which if you don't know, I've been terraforming to be completely flat. So it is pitch black under here. Which makes any form of work almost impossible. What I did was just take all my armor off, drink an invisibility potion, and do it that way because mobs can't see you when you're invisible, so they can't attack you. There we go. There you go, that blocks the difference. That's gonna do everything. But yeah, this project, there's some areas around here that I just need to like flatten down, and then over there. But for now, we're going to head on over to spawn to empty my mail. So, I was coming to spawn, and Tom's been a busy bee. A very busy bee. Look at all this. Oh, that's amazing. I don't understand why east is green and west is yellow, though. Because our tunnel is definitely green. I might mention that, but it looks absolutely amazing. I wonder what they're going to do down here. I might ask if he needs help with this, because this project looks absolutely amazing. There he is. I believe it's just been Tom doing this, with people donating resources, but yeah, it looks amazing. Oh, this is actually really cool. And the thing is, this sprung up so quickly in the season. Last season, our Nether Hub was complete about a week before the season ended, and now it's been completed in like the first month, I believe. So yeah, this is absolutely amazing. But let's head on through to our shop to check for any profits, and then head on over to mailboxes to, of course, redeem my ink. Okay, this way. Here we go. Here is the Prismarine Palace. Nothing, 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 nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's right. I can check sponge rentals as well. Yep, nothing. Okay, that's kind of like annoying, but hopefully soon there'll be the market for it because no one else is selling it. Versus rockets, which although I am in competition for, I am making some sales because our prices were matched last time I checked. I might just double check that they haven't changed the prices at all. But I do know that quite a lot of people have their own rocket supplies. I'm just doing it on a more industrial scale because I had the resources to, and I like big farms. Same reason I used 1,000 cactuses for a cactus farm. Nobody needs that much cactus, but I want it. And yep, no sales. But what I know that is in my mailbox. There we go. Yep. 20 stacks of ink plus the honey. Cool. Now, 20 stacks of ink, that can get me 160 stacks of dark prismarine. And a chest is 27, a double chest is 54. So I can get 2 double chests would be 108. I don't think I can quite get 3, so 160, 108 plus 54 is 162. So no, I'd be 2 stacks off of getting 3 double chests worth, but that's a lot of dark prismarine, and I honestly don't know if I need that much for my shop, but it will come in handy, definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna meet you back at base. Right guys, you might recognise this site, and that is because this is where I gather pretty much all my stone. This is one of many holes like this, and well, Tom needs stone for the hub, so that's what I'm going to do. I've pretty much gone all the way out down there, and so, yep, I'm just going to do the same this way. So, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. I know we didn't get to do the flower farm like I planned, but I do not know where a single one is, and there's nothing really I can do about that. However, we got the cactus farm done, and that is half of the cyan dye requirements complete. So, we are just that bit closer to starting to actually build in our base. Now, we do still need a source of blue dye. For the time being, I might just use lapis, because, well, lapis is cheap, and it's not exactly like I need it. I'm just checking how many blocks I put between torches. I believe it's 3. Yeah, 3. Right. So yeah, I might just use lapis for the time being, but that isn't a long-term solution. I will eventually need a flower farm, however for that I need a flower forest biome, which again I don't know whether is one. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed nonetheless, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.